myself that seems scary, right? And then once I realized I can accomplish that, now I've discovered, oh, okay, it's a new arena. I'm a new version of myself in the sense that the old things, my old limitations no longer apply. And so essentially that would make me limitless. That would make you limitless if you have the capacity to break through your limits or to evolve yourself beyond your own limits. That would effectively make you limitless. Like any limit that you have becomes inconsequential if you are equipped, if you have the power, meaning the ability and authority to evolve beyond those limits, those limitations. You know what I'm saying? Challenges and limits and everything else is in the mind, or at least it's defined in the mind. So like in my mind, I define what's a challenge. My mind, I decide what's too far for me to run, right? And then as a man thinketh, so is he, or, you know, what you believe you achieve, all that. It's all referring to the same idea that whether a man thinks he can or thinks he can't, he's right. And meaning, by that I mean like, yeah, there's a physical cap, but then there are other things that allow you to go beyond that physical cap as far as your physical ability. And the things that dictate or are related to what it is that makes that happen are mental things at first. Initially, they are mental, then they become spiritual, then they become emotional, then they become physical, right? That's a little sword, little key. But yeah, those things are initially mental, and being that you possess a mind, should you know how to operate it, then you could begin to create things with it. What do you create with the mind? You create thoughts. Things that are mental are thoughts. You see what I'm saying now? So those limits, in a sense, are created by you. Nowadays, it's not really that they're created by you as much as they're reinforced by you. Somebody else told you what the limit was, and you believed it because of symbols, repetition, and trauma. Those are the three ways you impact the subconscious mind. So, especially to a little kid, if I'm watching cartoons all day and they're repeatedly telling me the same things, eventually I'm gonna believe it, especially if I like those cartoons, because these are like my friends telling me something at that point. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with just the regular, you know, movies and stuff, where the movies tell you, or they don't even tell you, they tell your subconscious mind. They show you somebody running, you know, a certain distance, and then they stop and they dogged out. They just super tired, right? And then you see that in every movie, so it's normal. But then, now you may be looking at it like, yeah, duh, that's realistic. You run, you get tired. But I'm saying there's a unspoken limit there. You know what I'm saying? Like, unspokenly, everybody only runs so far. But now imagine growing up in some tribe somewhere where you got big open field all day, right? And so, and the next village is like, you feel me, too far over. So imagine you grow up as a teen and all your brothers and your cousins, they just sprint to the next town whenever y'all need to do something, or, you know what I'm saying? And you can't see them. They run over the horizon type thing. And they running. And now you see that as a kid. Or imagine being that teenager, right? And so your mama, your dad, your chief, whoever tell you, yeah, run over there to the next village and, you know what I'm saying? Get them this message or whatever. I don't know, man. I ain't grow up in no village. But I know they travel, and a lot of times it's on feet, right? So imagine you being that teen. You ain't never watched no TV. So you just know, I bet I'm gone. You take it, there you go, right? And now, since you don't got the mental limits that say, oh, when I feel this way, I should stop. Now, You tired, but you just all day now. You know what I'm saying? You just got a rhythm, and you never believed that you had to stop. So you never go to stop. You know what I'm saying? Until maybe you get a chest pain or something. Then you find the limit, right? But it's gonna be well beyond just running down the block, right? But then, that's what I was talking about earlier, where the challenges come in. Because after every time I accomplish a challenge, I increase my power. Or in other words, I increase my capacity for power, meaning my strength. I increase my capacity for power every time I complete a challenge, because I had to change or adapt on some level to meet that challenge. Now, after I've done that enough, yeah, I may be that African teenager and feel that pain, but then I slow down or whatever, and then the next time I challenge myself to go further, right? So now, hold on, let me read this. Hey, yeah, bro, that's what I'm actually talking about right here. Like, well, let me read the comment. He say, how far is you running? You're a different breed for sure, running and talking. And if you was here a little earlier, bro, that's what I was saying. Initially, I couldn't do that at all. I could barely run down the street, right? But it's because of those one-day challenges and those times of me telling myself, all right, I'm gonna push it through, right? Each time I do that, each time I challenge myself, I gotta increase my capacity for power, because as I'm running and breathing, my lungs gotta respirate, they gotta inhale, exhale, right? So that's exercise. And us being minds, our body and our brains has the capacity for adaptation, right? So now, every time I do this and go a little bit further, or every time that African teenager, every time that African teenager go a little bit further, you know what I'm saying? He changing his body. So like, if he come back to that same spot, or if I keep running to the same spot, eventually, because my body's adapting and my mind's adapting, it's gonna get easier, right? So now, I'm just willy-nilly, you know what I'm saying? I can do this all day, just because my body has adapted to being under this type of stress, right? It's adapted to finding a rhythm just to survive. But now, where on one hand it was a challenge to do, it's a bit easier now because I've gone to a new level with it, right? And that's with everything, anything, mental challenges, physical challenges, emotional challenges, any one of those challenges. The nature of it is, if you're gonna accomplish it or get to the other side of it, you gotta be able to pull out something that you don't have initially. Because if you had it initially, it wouldn't even be a challenge, right? You just blew through it.